I walk around the north path. I check on the crows, the blackbirds, and the squirrels. There was one rabbit out.
Very cool.
My name is Dorothy. My maiden name is Ferchen, that's F-E-R-C-H-E-N. It means little pig in German. I'm German 100%. I was brought up in a little German town that's 10 miles west of Niagara Falls, New York. So I always knew about the roar of the mighty waters of Niagara Falls, but we were just a little farm community that the Germans cleared in 1843. I grew up on the farm. My dad never had any boys to help him do farm work, but he said he was glad he had me because I was like a tomboy. And my mother once said that if she was gonna run away from home, I'd be the one she would take with her and leave the rest behind. I take that as a compliment. I miss my mother dearly. I think I resemble her side of the family, and my father's side was more the intellectual side. I hope I resemble his side. I was brought up in a Lutheran church. I went to a Lutheran parochial school for 8 years. My children went there. My father also went there. His father went there. My father grew up with just his mother bringing him up, and he died before his mother did, and she was my favorite grandma, and she liked art and wood carving and gardening, and I got all those traits from her, I think. I worked at Bell Aero Systems. They made, the robot that walks on the moon. The engineers there took me in and showed me the robot. I said, "You guys are wasting your time. You'll never walk on the moon." But I was wrong. I was wrong on that one. And I met my husband. I first saw him at my cousin's wedding. He was the best man, and I was a guest and thought he was really cute. But the bride fixed him up to take another girl home from the wedding. Anyways, he started taking me home from work, and within about 5 weeks we were engaged, and we waited out the whole year, and then we got married in November of 1955, and we saved our money and built a nice house. So after 5 years of saving and building our house, we had our first child. My mother had just died of cancer, and I wanted a family, so we planned to have our son Robin, and he was a joy. I was 11 pounds when I was born, and he was 10 and a half. So it was quite an undertaking to bring him up. He was alone for 4 years. We only had him. And then he was joined by his brother Jamie, who was an easy childbirth. He was a joy, and he still is. And whenever I get in the shower, I always sing hymns of praise to God for giving me these advantages of travel, for giving me health. Because I lived near the Love Canal, I think partially I came down with autoimmune disease when I was 37 years old. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and neuropathy, and then Sjogren's syndrome, and then of course now the old age diseases. But I must say, praise the Lord, I do not have memory loss. My mind is sharp as ever. I play cards, I play manipulation here. We play Scrabble. I play volleyball. It's my favorite thing here. And surprisingly, you need your brain as much or more in volleyball as you do your arms and legs. So just now I came from a walk under the north pathway that goes, we have a pathway that goes around the buildings here. And there's a giant tree, and I call it my prayer tree. And I go sit under there whenever I'm on the path. And I just thank the Lord for the way He's blessed me, for the way He wakes me up each morning, lets me make the most of each day. Even though I find a lot of things difficult, I insist I make myself try and do the best I can with them. Weekend before last, I turned 90. I've been striving to maintain things so that I could reach 90. It was a goal I had because I just never thought that would be possible for me with my health issues. So I was very thankful that the Lord answered my prayers. I had a big 90 celebration that lasted for 6 days. But other than that, I just attribute my joy, the lift I get out of living, just to having been born in the faith. I've lived a good life, and I've been a teacher. I've been a caretaker in a hotel, checking people in. Those are my 2 favorite jobs, I think. But you know, I owe it all to God because He created me, and I just can't say that I've lacked for anything. So I'm thoroughly grateful. And that's about my long tale. It's all in my head, and I could go on and on about stories of people I've met along the trip. I do try and leave the world a better place, try and do a little kindness, make somebody laugh, just make the most of each day.